lighthouse may seem small, but it has an extensive kit of parts that come together to make it function. The assembly of components is an important part of the design of the house. There are several hurdles in the assembly process that have to be considered by the design team far in advance of the competition. The first hurdle of the assembly process is the packing and shipping of all components, tools, and materials. The Mackey Group is providing the trucks that will transport the various parts of the house 900 kilometers through a total of 5 states to reach the destination of Washington, D.C.
Our biggest challenges definitely have to do with time constraints. We only have 7 days to build. There's going to be a lot of vehicles trying to get on and off the mall because there's 19 other teams and they all have multiple trucks, so managing that traffic is going to be a challenge. We also have to get the crane on and off the site quite quickly and get everything craned and into place as fast as possible, because when the crane's there it's difficult to be doing other things on the site just because of safety. And then when we do have multiple teams working simultaneously, we have to be really organized, make sure we don't get in each other's way. And the last challenge is just due to the fact that it's going to be 24-hour-a-day construction, no one person will be able to be supervising for the whole time, for a continuous time. So we're going to have to put a system in place so that we're passing on the key information to the people coming on in the next shift.
At exactly midnight, the Washington Mall is open to the contestants. In the short time before the sun rises, the team must accomplish the task of surveying the site and setting up leveled bearing pads in preparation for the arrival of the dense pack, which is the core of the house. Day 1. When the pack arrives, it is craned into place. The steel substructure is assembled and the floor panels are placed, one at a time, on top of the grid. Next, the roof panels are craned into place, supported by the dense pack and a series of columns. Day 2. The main task for the day is the installation of the roof trusses, the last task that requires the aid of the crane. The team then has free rein on the site and divides into subgroups that focus on individual tasks. The roof team installs the roof racking joists and the photovoltaics. The glazing team assembles the mullion frames and installs the glazing on the windows. There is also the BIPV team and the interior mechanical team. In the days to come, similar teams will continue working on specific components of the house. On the 7th and final day, there is no rest. There is still final testing to do, removal of tools, site cleanup, furniture installation, and finishing touches.
Well, most prefabricated buildings don't need to come apart as fast as they go together, and in our case we have only half the time to take it apart, 3 days. So we're trying to work with connections that are keyed, so that means they just fit together and you know when they're in the right place. We're also trying to avoid the use of sealant, silicone, caulking, anything that's not easy to disassemble that might potentially damage some of the elements or make it slower to take apart. So those are the main challenges.
Last but not least is the organization that will lead to the disassembly. Even less time is given to take the building apart. However, just as much care must be taken.